There is a body hanging on a hook in a room beneath the world. It has been there 3 days. It belongs to the goddess of love. Nobody is coming for her. Her own father has already said no. And she comes back anyway. The underworld opens. It has one condition. Nothing leaves without a replacement. So when she climbs into the light, they climb with her, looking for someone to take her place. She already knows who she is going to choose. Her name is Inanna. In the cities of Sumer, she was the goddess of desire and of war, of the morning star and of political power. Attraction and violence held inside one personality. The poem opens on a repeated line. From the great above, she sets her mind on the great below. She tells the gatekeeper she has come for a funeral. Her elder sister, Ereshkigal, is queen of the dead, and Ereshkigal's husband has just died. A bull of heaven, killed in a different poem at Inanna's own demand. So she may be grieving. She may want the one realm that does not answer to her. The poem never settles it. It only tells us in detail what she puts on: a crown for the plain, small lapis beads for the neck, 2 stones at the breast, a gold ring, a breastplate, a robe, and in her hand a measuring rod and line. The instrument a ruler uses to lay out fields and walls and decide what belongs to whom. Before she goes, she gives instructions to her minister, Ninshibur. If I do not come back, mourn for me where people can see it. Tear your clothes, go to the great gods and beg. She does not arrive as a pilgrim, she arrives as Inanna. And the underworld starts taking her apart at the door. At the first gate, the crown. She asks what is happening. The gatekeeper gives her the sentence he will give 6 more times. The laws of the underworld are perfect. You are not permitted to question them. At the second gate, the beads. At the third, the stones at her breast. The ring, the breastplate, the measuring rod and line, taken from a woman who came down here to measure. At the 7th gate, the robe. Above ground, identity is something you accumulate. Down here, it is inventory, and it is confiscated at the border. The crown commands nobody in this room. The rod cannot measure a country that has not agreed to be measured. And she still does not stop. Naked, at the end of the hall, she pulls her sister off the throne and sits down on it herself. The 7 judges of the underworld turn and look at her. The poem says their look is death, their word is anger. They turn her into a corpse and hang the corpse on a hook. For 3 days and 3 nights, the goddess of life is meat on a wall. Above ground, Ninshibur keeps her word. She tears her clothes. She goes from temple to temple. Enlil, highest of the gods, will not help. He says Inanna wanted the great below. She has it. Then she goes to Nanna, the moon, Inanna's father. He gives the same answer. The poem contains no scene in which he explains himself. He simply declines to intervene in his daughter's death. This is where the poem stops being about a goddess. Most people meet the gates one at a time, across years, and the answer at every one of them is the same. This is how it works here. You are not permitted to question it. A career ends, and someone finds out what their name is worth with no company attached to it. Illness takes the body they had an agreement with. Retirement removes a title and leaves a man standing in a kitchen at mid-morning with nothing to do. And what people describe is not only losing something, it is not being able to find themselves underneath it. Not, I no longer have this, but without this I am nobody. The poem's answer is harsher and kinder at the same time. You can lose every visible proof of who you are and still be someone worth mourning. You will not come back as the person who went in. Ninshibur reaches Enki last. god of fresh water and of cleverness. He does not raise an army. He scrapes the dirt from under 2 fingernails and makes 2 small creatures out of it. The Kugara and the Galatur, neither man nor woman, small enough to go under the gates like flies, which is precisely what he tells them to do. They find Ereshkigal alone. The queen of the dead is on the ground and in pain. The text is ambiguous about why. She may be ill, she may be grieving, she may be in labor. When she cries out about her insides, they cry out about their insides. When she cries out about her back, they say it back to her. That is the entire rescue plan. They agree with her pain. Nobody in the poem has done this before. Everyone else came to her realm to take something, to bargain, or to sit in her chair. 2 nobodies made of fingernail dirt are the first to simply say, "Yes, this hurts." She is so moved, she offers them a river. She offers them fields. They refuse all of it and ask for the corpse on the hook. She gives it to them. They put the food and the water of life on the body. And Inanna stands up, which is worth sitting with, because we mostly do the opposite. We meet pain with advice, with a diagnosis or a motivational line or a link to something. Some of that helps. Some of it is a way of not staying in the room. Pain that nobody will look at does not get smaller. In this poem, it gets a throne. It sounds like victory. It is not. The law holds. She may leave if someone else arrives. So the Gala come up with her, demons who eat no food, drink no water, and accept no gifts. First, they find Ninshubur, still in the dirt, still in the rags she tore 3 days ago. "Take her," the demons say. "No," says Inanna, "she mourned for me." 2 more cities, 2 more people, both in mourning clothes, both spared. Inanna protects everyone who was visibly sad about her. Then she comes home. Dumuzi, her husband, is sitting on a throne under a tree. He is in clean clothes. He is rested. He has not torn anything. She looks at him with the same look the 7 judges used on her. And she says, "Take him." Read this poem for thrones, and it becomes very simple. She sat on her sister's throne, and it killed her. He was found sitting on his own, and it killed him. Dumuzi runs. He is caught. Inanna weeps for him afterwards. The poem gives her that. And then his sister, Inanna, does the one thing nobody else in the story does. She offers to go instead. Half the year him, half the year her. Nobody asked her. Every bright world runs an underworld. The city that works keeps somebody awake at 3 in the morning, turning a patient over in a bed. Somebody handling the dead. Somebody doing work that never appears in the story the city tells about itself. Inanna is the visible half. Beauty, wealth, law, achievement. Ereshkigal rules whatever that half sends down. So the question is, not only what have I repressed, it is, what does the way I live require somebody else to carry? A culture that only knows how to climb will treat age as a failure. Grief becomes an inefficiency. Needing other people becomes something to apologize for. But what a society sends below does not disappear. It acquires a queen. And then there is Dumuzi, which is where this poem refuses to be comforting. Inanna was stripped, killed, hung on a wall for 3 days and brought back. She has had the whole education. The first thing she does with it is find someone to send down in her place. Suffering does not automatically produce wisdom. Sometimes it produces a search. Families hand the wound down a generation. Institutions survive a bad year by giving up a department. A person who has been humiliated goes looking for somebody smaller to be right about. The wounded can become the people who sit beside someone else's pain. The wounded can also become recruiters for the Underworld. Twice a year, the gates open for Inanna. No crown to take, no ring, no rod and line. There is nothing waiting at any of those gates, because she did not come down here to rule. In this story, the throne is what kills you. So the last picture the Sumerians leave us is a woman walking past 7 open doors, toward a chair she has no intention of sitting in.